Ambassador Thexnall of the Veltari Empire couldn't contain his amusement as the human delegation presented their gift to the Galactic Botanical Exchange. The pathetic specimen sat in a small ceramic container, its thin green tendrils barely reaching beyond the pot's rim. This, announced Dr. Sarah Kim with obvious pride, is kudzu, one of Earth's most enthusiastic plants. The assembled xenobotanists burst into what could generously be called laughter. The crystalline gardener's light forms flickered with mirth. The fungal spore collective released clouds of amusement pheromones. Even the usually stoic tree speakers swayed with what passed for humor among their kind. Forgive our reaction, Thexnall managed between chuckles, his crystalline throat chiming like broken glass. But after seeing your presentations on Earth's supposedly aggressive flora, we expected something more impressive. Dr. Kim's expression remained carefully neutral. I assure you, kudzu is quite remarkable in its own way. Remarkable, scoffed botanist Prime Klexera of the Jade Courts. Our titan vines can crush starships. The ethereal garden's nightmare blossoms can drain the life from entire ecosystems. Your little earth plant looks like it would wilt if someone breathed on it wrong. Perhaps, Dr. Kim replied quietly. You'd like a closer look? Ambassador Thexnall waved dismissively. We appreciate the gesture, but the Veltari Homeworld already hosts the galaxy's most sophisticated botanical specimens. Your kudzu will be lost among our superior cultivars within days. Actually, Dr. Kim said, producing a small data pad, I should mention that kudzu requires very specific care instructions. Unnecessary, Thexnall interrupted. Veltari botanical science has been perfected over millennia. We can handle one tiny earthweed. 6 months later, the emergency transmission from Veltar Prime arrived at the Galactic Council with the highest priority encryption. Council emergency session requested immediately, came the panicked voice of Thexnall. We have a situation. The holographic display showed what had once been the Veltari capital city. Massive green vines now covered every structure, spiraling up crystal spires and wrapping around the elegant biomechanical architecture. The plants seemed to pulse with aggressive growth, spreading visibly even as they watched. Ambassador, the council leader, asked slowly, What exactly are we looking at? The human plant, Thexnall whispered. It's everywhere. Dr. Kim's voice joined the transmission from Earth. Ambassador, did you receive the care instructions I mentioned? Care instructions? Thexnall's voice cracked. You said it was just a plant. I tried to explain. Kudzu grows approximately 1 foot per day under optimal conditions. It can survive in almost any soil, climate, or environmental condition. It's virtually impossible to kill once established, and it reproduces through underground root networks that can extend for miles. The camera feed showed Veltari citizens fleeing their homes as green tendrils burst through windows and doorways. The planet's famous crystal gardens, botanical marvels that had taken centuries to cultivate, were disappearing under a relentless wave of green. How do we stop it? Thexnall begged. Dr. Kim's pause was telling. Well, on Earth, we've been trying to control kudzu for over a century. We use herbicides, controlled burning, livestock grazing, and mechanical removal. Success has been limited. Limited how? It now covers over 7 million acres in the southeastern United States alone. We call it the vine that ate the South. Botanist Prime Klexera's voice joined the call, barely coherent with panic. It's reached the Jade Courts. Our titan vines are being strangled. Our nightmare blossoms are being overwhelmed. How is this possible? Kudzu is what we call an invasive species, Dr. Kim explained patiently. It evolved on a planet where everything is trying to kill everything else. Competition shaped it into a survival machine. It doesn't just grow, it conquers. The transmission showed aerial views of entire continents turning green. Veltari infrastructure disappeared in a relentless botanical assault. Cities that had stood for millennia were being consumed by a plant that had fit in a small pot just months ago. Dr. Kim, the council leader, interrupted. Surely there must be some way to contain this organism? Oh, certainly. On Earth, kudzu has natural predators. Certain insects, fungi, and other plants keep it in check. Unfortunately, you don't have any of those on Veltar Prime. The silence stretched for long moments. Are you suggesting, Thexnall asked weakly, that your weak little plant is going to consume our entire world? I'm not suggesting anything, Dr. Kim replied. I'm stating a botanical fact. Without its natural ecosystem constraints, kudzu will continue growing until it runs out of space or nutrients. Given Veltar's favorable climate and rich soil. She didn't need to finish. Ambassador Thexnall's final transmission came 3 days later. Evacuation complete. Veltar Prime is no longer habitable. Requesting emergency relocation assistance. At the next Galactic Botanical Exchange, Dr. Kim presented her new specimen with the same quiet pride, a small potted plant with delicate white flowers. This is Japanese knotweed, she announced to the now silent assembly. One of Earth's more persistent species. Not a single alien laughed.